So today's video is going to be based off of the comment that I got on my video because I asked you out of a list of dolls, which ones would you like me to look at or look into reviewing next? Because I already have a couple on hand in the box and stuff for deboxing. So I have had a couple of votes, at least 2 or 3. I guess I could say technically 3, but the third vote and even the second vote technically don't count. So I'm just going to skip all that since you probably, you already know what I'm doing. We are reviewing Fun Treats Barbie and her sister Kelly. Isn't that exciting? Sorry, we're going to pose for the thumbnail for a second. Make sure there's no crazy glare. All right, hair looks nice. Look at the camera. Smile. Silly, being goofy and silly and ridiculous, but yeah, I'm just excited. I don't know, very cute, very of the times. There's a couple things I may have to do. Obviously, as you can see, I've taken her out of the box and her hair ties they are fully popped. Yikes. Just wanted to fix that. But anyways, let's not dilly-dally any further. Let's just get into it. I'm gonna do some things off camera, get her out of the box, and we'll come back. So eventually we did get there and got them out of the box. It was a little bit more work than it was for the other one that we did last time, but we finally got there and now they are out of the box. So we can talk a little bit about what I noticed about these dolls. Specifically, we can talk about Little Miss Kelly first. And we can talk about what's a new feature about this doll. And we can talk about the fact that she has this new feature, and you can look at the back of her. Pull down her dress a little in the back and also move her hair, and you can see there's a little lever back here and it does something, and I'll show you what it does. If you put her hand up not too far, you can make her wave. And then of course for this doll, this isn't just waving, it doesn't have to be waving, and obviously her hand's a little closer to her face. So the story is that she's pouring sprinkles to make the icing. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. All right, Miss Kelly, you've served your purpose. You can sit off to the side. Also, let's just look at her for a second. And how stinking cute she is. She's got very similar colored hair to Barbie, in case you've gotten a chance to look at this doll online or just up close. I just think she's adorable. And I think that she really captures the moment of Barbie. And I think that she's got the cutest freckles, green eyes, red lips, and also another fun detail, besides the fact that her hair is in this really cute style of just a little half up. Sorry, I'll move Barbie for a second so she can focus. She also has such cute details, like a little apron sewn on her dress, and a little detail I'll show you for just a second is she's got little underwear, and it's real. It is a fabric piece. I just think that that's a really nice little detail, very modest of her. And she's got these really cute little shoes I can show you up close. They are just really cute, little strappy, sandally. This doll, both of them feel very spring to me. And also her shoes are very small. And as you can see, I've put my fresh elastics on them so that they cannot get lost, which I think was a fantastic idea. And now we can take a closer look at Miss Barbara herself. This new doll has the new body type of Barbie. She is from 2001, like I mentioned, and she's got the new year 2000 body, which also comes with a new set of, I believe, legs as well. She has, and this is the first doll on my channel, well, it's the second one I've reviewed, but the first that has the new arms, which they rotate, they can fully go the opposite direction, but they mostly just go straight. And this is what the hands look like up close. They're very cute. They've got the nice fingers, little nails, very cutesy bootsy, simple but nice. And they can grip onto stuff a little bit because she's got the thumbs. So if you've got the right shaped object, it should hold just fine. And then let's take a look at her little face. Sorry, by the way. up close, we can take a good look at Miss Barbara. And she is looking very lovely. I don't know if my glare is killing this at all, but she has got kind of a brown eyeshadow, green eyes, and she's got this lovely red lip and this like honey hair color, kind of. Way less ashy and blonde and like pale than the other doll, and her face is quite shiny. It's still pretty, it's not pixelated like the new Barbies are. And then let's just take a moment to appreciate her little outfit. And I haven't done her shoes yet, so we're gonna have to do that off camera real quick. But ooh, and let's do the hair. The hair is in these really nice little pigtails. They're quite long and silky. It's not the thickest hair I've ever seen, if I'm not mistaken. But considering the length, it's still quite nice. And also this doll is not a hair doll, so it makes sense. And then her outfit, she has a removable apron, unlike Miss Kelly. And as you can see, she's got, since it's a strawberry doll, you know, Fun Treats, and the icing is strawberry flavored, you can see she's got this really cute, like, strawberry motif within, oh, sorry, it's sewn on there, I can't do that. It's stitched temporarily, but you can see they're strawberries. They're very cute strawberries, very cute. And then she's got this gingham apron, and then she has this really sweet top. It's got this lovely little design on the bottom, and then a little strawberry right there. Very, very nice. And then you can see the design for the skirt, at least, continues all the way to the back. And as you can see, there's the string to untie. So the skirt and the apron are separate, which is a very nice detail that a Barbie today would never, ever do. They would print the apron on or sew it on if they were going to be fancy like they did for Kelly. And they would not give it. You can see it's got, just in case you spill on Barbie, it's got clear protective coating. It's very shiny, like her face, like her lips and such. And there's, oh my God, no, that's not why. That's not why. Bitch, get out. I'm sorry. I grabbed one of her other accessories I haven't shown yet. It's got a pocket. A pocket. That's freaking cool, guys. She really said, let me just save this for later. That's sick as hell. Honestly, that's sick as hell. But anyways, yes, this is her. And then her shoes real quick. They are very similar to Miss Kelly's. They're just little mule sandals with platforms. Very cute, nothing painted, nothing crazy. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, we can review some of her other accessories. I just wanted to take a second to show, I don't know if you can see it very well, like in this lighting, she has the new, like I said, belly button body without the twist and turn mechanic. She can't twist, but she can do a lot of other things. And she also has, in case you can't tell, the skirt is tight. She has much wider, more realistic hips, I would say, compared to the average Barbie of the 90s. Don't get me wrong, her waist is still incredibly tiny, but I just wanted to show that off real quick. And also, the apron is 1000% removable. I was not lying. I was not wrong. In case any of you were doubting that older Barbie dolls had new interesting mechanics, no. They had a whole removable apron, new outfit, just a casual outfit. Just wanted to share that real quick, and now we can go back to the other accessories and the schedulely programmed content, that your regularly scheduled programming, which is the rest of my video. Sorry about that. So I figured this was a good time to start filming again because I took out this little insert that came inside of the oven, and I found a couple more things. More importantly, one thing that I found was a Barbie, like, little cake pans or something in there, which is like adorable. Yeah, girl, I just found little cake pans in there. They're not very deep, and they also could be not what I think that they are, but they fit inside of here, which I assume that means that they're supposed to, and this is the whole idea, is that it's like, ding, your cake is done. Isn't that so cute? Or like, what exactly is it they're baking? Let me check the box real quick. Make yummy treats you can eat with Barbie and Kelly. Mix it, make it, decorate it. I guess the whole idea is that you're making... Ah, there's a real Barbie baking oven. Interesting, interesting. But for now, this is just making icing, and then you sprinkle it, and the whole idea is you pretend to make a cake. Anywho, we'll just put these down under the oven again, where they belong, for a moment. But like I already showed you, the whole idea is you bake the cake. Ding! then it's done. Isn't that super little adorable little moment with the kite, and then it snaps closed. And I guess you use these little things, or possibly if you want to be realistic, try and use this, but use this to open and close it. Now let's show you something really cool, which is the fact that these obviously little pots and pans come out. And then I'll show you over here, is at this oven here. This part comes up, and as you can see, I use these little hooks in here to hook the elastics. But these are for both the pot and the pan up on the stove, and then it's hollow inside like that. Oop. They're moving around. But yes, make sure there's nothing else. That bottom part is separate. So anywho, you take this one, which was sitting in the deeper pocket, and it opens, which I think is so cool. I think it's supposed to be like a deeper pot for making jams and jellies possibly, and it inserts in there. And then we have this lovely little pot, which the lid does come off. And I will give you a closer look at the other one in a second. I apologize. Has a little screw underneath of it. Very, very cool. And then this is the other one, which to me, like I mentioned, it looks like it's a deeper pot, like to melt down the strawberries, to make icing. But then again, I might just be thinking too much. Oh, you can see me. I'm sorry. I might just be thinking too much into a children's toy, which is very possible. And then real quick, we're going to take a look at these little ones, like this little one. It's a little dispenser, which I assume is for shaking sprinkles. And you can see it's got, oh, sorry, I'm holding it upside down. It's got the little lid for sprinkling sprinkles. And I assume that since it's tiny, that it's for Kelly to hold. As you can see, there's a tiny little hand hold, and it's got this cardboard insert for sprinkles. And then we have this, which I could assume is either for pouring more sprinkles, but Barbie sized. And it's got a more Barbie sized handle on it. And it's got another insert inside of it, which I said looks like sprinkles, but it could really be anything. Possibly, and it's got like a little divot on the end so that it helps direct pouring. And then we also have this lovely bowl, which is the biggest piece of accessories, and it has this swirly design as well as another little director to help pour. So I guess this is probably for pouring the icing into those little pans that you put into the oven. Very cute. This is the only one that does not have a hand hold on it for Barbie, so this is more for the little girls. And I almost forgot another accessory, which is this lovely little chair that Kelly comes sitting on. Oh, shit, in the box. In the box. But as we can see, it's got a lovely little cushion inside of it. If we turn it around, it's kind of got this mid-century modern kind of 60s, 70s looking design. It's very cute. And the bottom of it is hollow. So it's very lightweight, of course. And let's test to see how Barbie sits in it. We'll bend her little knees. I think that it's really good for her height, but I'm not really sure how well she'd sit, because as you can see, half of her legs are hanging off. So it's not really a perfect fit necessarily, anywho, but it works for the moment. And for little Miss Kelly, I would say it works better as she can balance on it. I tried this earlier, but one side she's going to tilt a little bit either way. So the best you can really do is possibly use some ties and hold them in there. Otherwise, you're going to just have to hope and pray that whoever you sit in this chair won't fall off, basically. But yes, this is all of the accessories, besides the fact that I'm not taking out that icing mix. We'll do something fun. We will play with this doll more, but this is really just the unboxing. We're not making anything yet. We'll do something eventually. If this video gets enough praise and interest, then I will be doing something more. But for now, and these are the instructions, by the way. And this is everything that it comes with. And basically, I kind of explained the whole idea. is that you mix the icing, make sure that everything goes where it goes, like for example the way that the pots and pans are, and then you can play with the whole idea of her pouring the sprinkles, and you can also play with the idea of like doing something with the sprinkles, like actually making them. And then yeah, pretty cute, pretty simple, relatively easy to clean. Like, I mean, you could really, if you have a little nozzle on your sink for like spraying, you could just spray this out really easily. And you could also spray out little pots and pans to make sure that there's no stuck stuff in the bottom. But I will pose everything real quick and we can come back, talk for a second, and I'll give you my final like review. So I would say overall that I am very, very well pleased with this set. I really like the entire gimmick of the set, which is kind of the whole idea of Barbie and Kelly, and they're baking their little treats together, little sisters, and they're having their fun. I just love how silly and cute and lighthearted it is with the whole mechanic of the oven. Oh, the oven baking, ding! And then like you're done and you can have your cake. I just think it's so sweet and lovely, and I think that, I don't think I showed you this, I'm so sorry. The spoon with no handhold on it. I apologize. There's so many lovely accessories that come. You can see everything here, including the pans inside. And then I'll put some accessories on my hand to show you real quick. Right here, where we have, again, the pitcher, kind of. And then we have the shaker, and then we have the spoon, and then we have the mixing bowl. Just wanted to make sure that I got all of that out of the way. I think that it comes with a really great amount of accessories. I would love to have a complete set with like a kitchen table and like counters and stuff and sinks for more like fun for it, but I don't believe, or I don't know yet if there exists out there any like accompanying sets or anything that goes with these two dolls. So I will have to go and look and see on eBay or just Googling like what else goes with it. But anywho, I had a lot of fun with this. This was just supposed to be a quick little video where I just kind of review them, look them over, and tell you what I think personally. And maybe in the next video, I'll take out of the box, I'll take out the icing pack. If I get enough hype from the video, I'll actually use the icing and the sprinkles from the set. Maybe if this gets 100 likes within the next 2 weeks, I will eat it. So sure, we'll say that. That's not happening, I don't think, but we'll see. Anywho, I will at some point, if this video gets any like excitement, like specifically from the people who requested this, from the person who requested this, I will make something with these dolls. I'll make a cake. I'll make some icing and sprinkles with my dolls, and we can all, you know, kind of just come together and enjoy some more of these lovely ladies, since this was a quicker video. Thank you so much for coming back if you're a returning viewer, and thank you so much for staying this long if you're new. This is my second video. I'd like to think I improved some things overall. I kept a lot of things the same, except I'm just kind of quicker this time. I'm really happy with my dolls. You know, they came with my instructions, and then I have all their little accessorinos, and I have all the cute little stuff that I could ever want, and they're so nice. And Barbie's articulated, you know, she can, she can also say hello, and then little Miss Kelly can raise her little hand to you all, and she can wave a little farewell. Oops, sorry, her hand's in her face. She can wave us all a little farewell as we say goodbye to another review. Hopefully another successful one. Hopefully another one that you, if you're returning, like I said, hopefully another enjoyed video. But anywho, we've said all we needed to say, and I'm just very glad that I did this. I needed to. because unfortunately, I don't know if I was speaking about the votes earlier, but only one person technically actually voted and they got on their stuff and voted. So the other vote didn't count. And then the third vote was a half vote. They were like, sure, do that. And I'm like, nope, that's not a vote. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Hopefully, if you were thinking of getting this doll, I inspired you. And if not, then sorry. Anywho, that's it. See y'all later.